Roman Reigns to return on WWE RAW and help Judgment Day member for one massive reason? Exploring the possibility. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Have a nice day. For WWE Family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Roman Reigns has not returned to WWE TV since his loss in the Men's Royal Rumble match. Seth Rollins unleashed an attack on Reigns following the match and delivered a couple of stomps which led to WWE announcing that the latter would be out of action for the foreseeable future. However, Roman Reigns could make his return this week on Raw to help Finn Balor defeat Seth Rollins in the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. The final spot in the Men Elimination Chamber match is still open and Rollins vs. Balor is set to determine the final participant. While Seth Rollins is being speculated to win and qualify for the match, considering his run over the past few months, things could turn around to leave the world surprised. However, the most surprising way would be Roman Reigns making his return to help Balor win the match with a potential distraction or interference. Further, after the match, the undisputed tribal chief could unleash an assault on the former world heavyweight champion, delivering a response to his actions at the Royal Rumble. This could eventually build a massive storyline between the two ahead of WrestleMania, which the WWE Universe has been eagerly waiting for. WWE could further make a match between the bitter rivals official possibly at WrestleMania 41, with their deep history boosting the excitement among fans. The undisputed tribal chief and the Visionary might not lock horns in a singles match at the Show of Shows. The man who eliminated them from the Men's Royal Rumble match, CM Punk, might also get involved in their match at WrestleMania. Have been making rounds on the internet lately. The Best in the World edition could turn out to be a massive decision, boosting the excitement among fans for the match. Time will tell what WWE has in store for all three men ahead of WrestleMania. Former WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins is among the top superstars in the promotion. The road to the 2025 Elimination Chamber continues with tonight's episode of Raw. The Visionary has a second chance as he faces Finn Balor in a Chamber qualifier match on the red brand, with the winner becoming the final member of this year's Chamber match. Despite being the favorite to advance to the 2025 Men's Elimination Chamber match by defeating Finn Balor, if the Visionary loses he might turn heel. The company has been planting seeds for Rollins' heel turn for weeks, and hints of it were noticed during the Men's Royal Rumble when he snapped at Roman Reigns. In terms of possibilities, Seth Rollins could turn heel and emerge as the leader of the new Shield. At the 2025 Vengeance Day, the WWE Universe was surprised when anonymous wrestlers attacked several champions, including Oba Femi. No names were revealed for the group, however their appearance was inspired by the Shield. The Hounds of Justice had a similar debut back in 2012, which led fans to call them the. In a surprising turn, the new Shield could potentially create similar chaos on the red brand, with Seth Rollins revealing himself as the leader of the group, kicking off a heated feud with Roman Reigns and CM Punk. That said, the angle proposed above is speculative and fans will need to stay tuned to see how things unfold. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns had a tough outing at the 2025 Royal Rumble, and the tension between the former Shield brothers is far from over. The original tribal chief is the official cover star of the WWE 2K25 game, and hasn't been able to move on with his life. Reigns then listed the accomplishments he has achieved as a singles star. With WrestleMania 41 on the horizon, it will be interesting to see what plans the Triple Creative team has in store for Rollins in the coming weeks. Tonight's episode of WWE RAW will be another stop on the road to Elimination Chamber 2025. Several men's and women Elimination Chamber qualifying matches are set to take place. Besides, this has also announced several other exciting developments that WWE has in store for fans on tonight's show. In this article, we will discuss 4 things that could happen on WWE RAW tonight. Roman Reigns hasn't been on WWE television since the 2025 Royal Rumble, where he was involved in a post-match brawl with Seth Rollins and CM Punk. It was later announced that he was injured during the scuffle, but his absence might not be for long. At the 2025 Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins were eliminated all nearly at the same time. With the 3 men outside the ring, a brawl ensued which saw the tribal chief on the receiving end of a vicious stomp from the Visionary. On the following WWE RAW episode, it was announced that the former undisputed Universal Champion was injured and would be out of action for the foreseeable future. His former Shield teammate was quick to announce that he was responsible for what happened to Reigns. With this in mind, Roman can surprise fans and his rivals by returning tonight on the Monday show. Tonight's WWE RAW will see Seth Rollins battle Finn Balor in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. After the Visionary injured Reigns and put Hummet, Roman may exact revenge tonight by costing his former teammate a spot in the main event of the show of shows. Or, at Elimination Chamber, Roman can return during the men's match and cost not just Rollins, but also CM Punk after what they did to him at the Rumble. With reports stating that a triple threat between the three men might occur at Mania, this would be a good build-up. There was a mixed reaction among fans when a triple threat match between Roman, Punk, and Rollins was teased at the Rumble. While some think this is a great idea, some aren't on board with it. However, Matt Camp believes this match was already set in motion in November. While on the Busted Open podcast, Matt Camp shared that a triple threat match between Punk, Seth, and Roman was destined for WrestleMania. He noted that it was set in motion when the best in the world teamed up with the head of the table and the rest of the OG bloodline at Survivor Series, War Games, which only irritated the Visionary after seeing two of his biggest enemies team up. Will be interesting to see when and where Roman Reigns will return. Cody Rhodes is set to defend his undisputed WWE Championship against the men's Elimination Chamber winner at WrestleMania. Meanwhile, WWE analyst Sam Roberts claimed the American Nightmare would have one more match against a former rival ahead of the show of shows. After taking over the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa targeted Rhodes so he could bring the undisputed WWE title back to his family. However, the former NXT North American champion failed to accomplish the mission on 2 occasions. About a week ago, he returned after a few weeks of absence to attack the American Nightmare. The two brawled again last Friday on SmackDown. Speaking on his Not Sam Wrestling podcast, Roberts suggested Sikoa and Rhodes may have another match before this year's Showcase of the Immortals. The Raw Talk host added that Sikoa could lose to Rhodes while Jacob Fatu beats Braun Strowman in another singles match before the two cousins finally collide. Speaking on the Coach and Bro show, former WWE employee Tommy Carlucci addressed the return of Solo Sikoa on SmackDown to attack Cody Rhodes. He claimed it would lead to another clash between the two superstars. Carlucci, who spent over 30 years in the Stamford-based company, predicted that the former NXT North American champion would square off with the American Nightmare at Elimination Chamber on March. 3 matches have already been announced for the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. It would be interesting to see if Sikoa would indeed get another shot at Rhodes in Toronto. Roman Reigns and the Usos, along with Paul Heyman, are the original members of the Bloodline. The cousins grew up with their fathers dominating pro wrestling as members of the Anoa'i family. As WWE superstars, Roman, Jimmy, and Jey Uso have made several memorable on-screen moments. Now a clip of one behind-the-scenes moment is going viral again. The original Tribal's chief main event, Jey and Big Jim, dominated WWE before forming the Bloodline, but since then they have cemented the faction as one of wrestling's greatest. Despite their intensity, the trio has had a few hilarious moments, especially during their storyline with Sami Zayn. These moments have also featured the Wiseman and estranged family member Solo Sikoa at times. The WWE Universe has made a throwback clip of Reigns and the Usos go viral once again. As seen below, Roman and Jimmy can be heard laughing at Jey while he is stuck upside down on an inversion table. The behind-the-scenes clip previously went viral and has just resurfaced on social media. The last time Roman and the Usos teamed was on November 2, 2024 at Crown Jewel, where they lost to Solo Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. Before the split in the Bloodline, the last televised trios match for Reigns and the Usos came on January 31, 2020 SmackDown as they defeated Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, and Baron Corbin in a losers eat dog food match. WWE is just 61 days away from WrestleMania 41. The Bloodline has had a strong presence in the company and is expected to maintain that presence in Las Vegas. Jey Uso has been announced as Gunther's challenger. The Royal Rumble winner will try to dethrone the Ring General for his first World Heavyweight Championship reign. WWE has not confirmed if Jey vs. Gunther will take place on Night 1 or Night 2. Roman Reigns is advertised for WrestleMania but not officially announced for a match yet. He is rumored for a triple threat with CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, and Jacob Fatu have not been confirmed for Mania matches but are expected to be featured in some capacity. The men's elimination chamber is loaded with talent. The field contains the ideal mix of established WWE veterans with current stalwarts and rising stars. John Cena will compete in his illustrious career's final chamber bout. CM Punk is determined to main event WrestleMania for the first time, and winning the men's chamber is his safest bet. Drew McIntyre also wants another Mania moment. Seth freakin' Rollins, in addition to winning the world title, also wants to spoil Punk's dreams. Meanwhile, and Logan Paul are the dark horses out to prove their mettle. However, there is one glaring omission: Roman Reigns will not compete in the men's elimination chamber match. The OTC needs to reclaim the world title, and entering the chamber would have made complete sense. Despite an underwhelming and unsuccessful 2024, Roman Reigns is still one of the most protected and valuable assets on the main roster. Therefore, WWE is extra cautious with Reigns' booking. Considering it his last chance, John Cena is expected to win the men's chamber and book a date with Cody Rhodes at the Show of Shows for the undisputed WWE Championship. Hence, there are no plans for Reigns to win and reclaim the world title at Mania. Therefore, if Reigns were a participant, he would have to take a pinfall or submission because there were no plans for a victory. The loss would have further derailed his momentum. After CM Punk simultaneously eliminated Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins from the men's Royal Rumble, Rollins took advantage of the chaos and unleashed a brutal assault on his former Shield brethren. Reigns took 2 skull-shattering stomps. Rollins first stomped the OTC skull at ringside before engaging in a wild brawl with Punk. The visionary wasn't finished as he returned to crush Reigns with another stomp onto the steel steps. The Wiseman Paul Heyman looked in horror as the OTC was obliterated. Reigns was stunned by the assault, and Michael Cole announced on the following Raw that he would be out indefinitely. Hence, Reigns was kept out of the Elimination Chamber to sell Rollins' brutal assault and build heat for the eventual rivalry. The 2025 Men's Royal Rumble received some criticism for the way some stars were handled. McIntyre was one of the favorites to win the Rumble, but he failed to make an impact. The Scottish Warrior scored no eliminations, and his never-ending hatred for Roman Reigns translated to no meaningful angle. Instead, McIntyre played second fiddle to bigger stars in the match like Reigns, John Cena, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. If Reigns participated in the men's elimination chamber, the cycle would have been repeated. Many mainstream superstars like Logan Paul and John Cena will already be competing. Adding in another like Reigns would have taken the spotlight away from. John Cena received a free pass into the men's elimination chamber match. CM Punk took issue with the privilege that was granted to Cena, as the remaining 5 participants had to earn their spot. The 16-time world champion was absent for the entire build-up to the men's chamber match. As a part-timer, Roman Reigns would have also had a lighter schedule if he had participated. If he hadn't received a free pass and earned his spot, Reigns still wouldn't have been present regularly, relying on Paul Heyman to do the work. This would have further derailed the build. Seth Rollins might not make it to the 2025 Elimination Chamber Premium Live event because of a potential injury. The 38-year-old could be pulled from the elimination match and replaced by Roman Reigns. The Visionary secured his spot in the chamber bout during last night's WWE RAW. He went head-to-head with Finn Balor in a qualifying match. The longtime rivals. While he qualified, the former Shield member might soon be ambushed by the OTC, leading to his removal from the match. This would clear the way for Reigns to jump in and take Seth Rollins' spot. It all started during the men's Royal Rumble match, where the two were trying to throw each other over the top rope, bringing back many memories. The 39-year-old and Rollins ended up in a tricky situation, and then CM Punk shockingly eliminated both of them simultaneously. Seth Rollins lost his cool after being eliminated. In a fit of rage, he went after both Roman Reigns and Punk. The Visionary's assault on Reigns was especially vicious as he hit him with a massive curb stomp on the floor only to follow it up with another stomp on the steel steps. Following the vicious attack from his former stablemate, Reigns might not sit back and relax on his couch. He could come back and take out the multi-time world champion, taking the latter's place in the men's chamber match. The rivalry between Rollins and Reigns goes way back and is intense. Their latest showdown happened at WrestleMania 40 Night 1 in 2024. The OTC teamed up with The Rock to defeat Cody Rhodes and the Visionary in a tag team contest. Store for the former world champions.